Hello, hello. All right. So, happy pink weekend. Woo, woo. So, I've got the palette that is on the half off sheet. So, what is the half off sheet? For those of you that have not been around, it is my monthly special. I don't know what that looks like in the future because our website will be changing in that. And I can't do things like normal. But for now, this month's half off palette is this beauty right here. So you get the actual palette. Now it is not this one. It is the one that has the rose looking ones. And I have so many palettes, like I just mix them up and I never know if I have the one that we currently have. But it's gorgeous and beautiful. This was a pass-them dip, but it's the same thing. They are so durable. I drop these all the time and my palettes like last. So now if my eyeshadow is toward the end, sometimes it breaks. But we have in this palette, and it's so hard because it's not true color. We have Gold Status. We have my all-time favorite Rosegold. And then we have Cinnabar, and the blush is Shy Blush. So, got my moisturizer on. I realized that I didn't have any foundation on there, but I'm going to go ahead. I am going to put a little bit of foundation on my eyes just because I like to go ahead and even that skin tone out because I do have some purple and redness. Now, I actually left my concealer and my under eye corrector downstairs, or I would also use that at times. But I just like to have something on my eyelids for the eyeshadow to hang onto. Now, I'm going to use my eyeshadow brushes. You all know that I love them. They are on the half off sheet as well. So, that's what I was trying to explain a few minutes ago. Okay, so the half off sheet. So when you spend $50, and with Pink Weekend, it's after your discount. So say you've got 10, 15%, or what have you off, you're going to take that percentage off before tax and before shipping and whatever that total is, and I can help you do the math on that. Then you get your item. So $50 equals one half off item. It can be the palette, it can be the shadow brush or the eyeshadow brush. If you spend $100, you can get the palette and the brush set half off. Great stocking stuffers, guys, especially for the people in your life that love makeup and that. There's some other good products in there. There's eye cream, the shave cream, chef's kiss on that. All right, so I'm going to go here and, it's always the hardest part is deciding how you're going to wear these looks because I will wear them multiple different ways. All right, so I'm actually going to start with my rose gold because y'all know I love my rose gold. And I like to pat, 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 get it on my brush. And then I'm going to start in the middle here and go out. This is just a beautiful shimmery look. I love the holidays because you get this like candlelight glow effect. And I love taking shadows and that and helping accentuate that. All right, so rose gold is going to go on my outer lids there. And then I'm just going to dust that off, and I can take that same. And as you see, I'm going kind of up in this crease area, guys. So when I get mascara on it, y'all know it's going to be behind my lashes. And you can mix and match other things in this. So many possibilities when you add eyeshadows in there. And know that these are magnetic. So look, they just pop in and out. So you get eyeshadows you love. And if you ever get a palette, even from the half off, and you're like, man, I just hated that color. It did not look right on me when I put it on because there's a couple colors that I can't wear, guys. Then let me know and we can just switch that out like for something else that you love and will work well for you. All right. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go into that Gold Status. And I am going to put it in the inner corner. Yes, I know, shimmer, shimmer, shimmer. Throwing a matte hazelnut would look good with this. If you've got that on your shelf. I'm trying to think. We just discontinued some, and I'm trying to remember what we have versus what we do not have now. Next, I'm going to take my fluffy brush. I'm going to dip it in the Cinnabar. And for me, I'm just going to do a little bit of this corner. And it's okay, guys. I do not have my foundation on that. So if I get some in the wrong place, it's not the end of the world. All right. So just blending in that corner there. And do a little bit more on the other side. So easy enough. I wish it showed me a little timer like how long, even with my talking, I do this. Alright, so don't like judge this by just this, guys. And even if it's too intense, if you ever do something, you can always take your blending brush and blend, 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 blend. Know that. So what I like to do after this stage is to go ahead and do the rest of my makeup. I'm going to go ahead and put my foundation on that. Y'all know I work from the back of my hand. If you don't know your foundation color, let me know. We'll get that taken care of. I love our Time Wise 3D. It is skincare and a foundation. Has been for a long time. Alright. So look, when I want to clean up, whoop. Easy, guys. It also does a nice eye lift. And you can do that with concealers and that as well. Alright. So this is my blending brush. I go back and forth with what I use, whatever's clean, to rub in my foundation. My favorite thing is the liquid foundation brush. That is my ultimate go-to. And I usually like this more for when I'm blending in like a dry corrector at my eyes and that, or blending my, like if I have a liquid or cream blonde, bronzer. I'm blonde. See, look, boop. There we go. That gives you that crisp line, and you can even get it more crisp. But just putting on my foundation to help round out my eyes. That is how I do my cleanup. Now, if I have heavy cleanup, there's a different process that I can do. I can clean it up before my foundation. But if it's just light in that, then I'm just going to go with it. Now, I do need to do my brows on here before I finish the rest of my eyes. Here are my kiddos. I was like, I don't know what they're doing. All right. I just took my glasses off, so you see my little indentions there. That they'll go away here in a minute. Oh, that's okay. All right. So, doing my foundation. Work from the back of my hand. But let me go ahead and do my brows. What did I do with them? You got the, where'd it go? Oh. You got this. You know, I'm still using it and loving it. We have other eye products. This was limited edition. But this is my go-to right now. I got to use my mirror a little bit because my phone screen is smaller when coming to this. And guys, practice makes perfect. You may not do your application as quick as I do at first. And if you're looking at the time of this video, like it seems like it takes forever, it's because I'm talking, stopping, all of that. But with practice, it gets faster. And no, you don't have to do all this. If you just like a Nike face, then girl, rock your skincare and go on. Like I am all for that because God made you beautiful, and makeup is just something if you want to accent that natural beauty. I'm not saying it needs to be something that totally transforms you to another person. Now, if you have some scarring and stuff like that, I understand wanting to transform a little bit just to kind of bring your skin to cohesiveness for your confidence. But even if you have some imperfections, it's not the end of the world, sister. You are still gorgeous, and it's still made in God's image and that. So, all right, we have our eyes going here. So I can go back to something like my shadow brush for, I can put it in my Cinnabar. Put a little shadow with my smudger brush under my eye. Especially if you ladies that have trouble with stick eyeliner. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to get those shadow sticks. That is not eyeliner. But you can totally rock this easily. If you need more precise, you can always go with our eyeliner brush. But here we go. Having it there. I need to put a little bit of foundation right there. I see that it missed just a little bit, but let me grab this. Taking care of it with my concealer brush. Look at that. Boom. Didn't have to redo anything. All right. Boom. Beautiful. And if you overshoot like with your makeup and all that, you can always take your brush and clean up with that eyeliner. Like, it's no big deal unless you're using like black. That's when we kind of get like, oh, I may need to do a couple other things. All right. I realized that I don't have my Great Heights mascara in here. It is in, I know it's in my my bag. It's in my bag that I used yesterday. So we're just going to go with this mascara, Love Lash. And you see how the mascara and all that, it just starts to bring once you put your foundation. Brings all of it together. And mascara, multiple coats is where it's at. Woohoo! Look at those lashes. Oh, I love them. I love any mascara that grabs my lashes more individually and separates them and helps create the length. All right, a little bit on my underneath. I always put less on my bottom, but I do put it on my bottom. But it's all personal preference. All right. Got our mascara and then our blush. That is the other thing in the palette, Shy Blush. Love it, gorgeous color. Got our cheek brush. And go in. Look at that. Look how it just brings life to my face. Guys, if you're not wearing blush, you're doing yourself a disservice. It is just amazing. And Shy Blush is a great one to start out with. If you've got teens in that, this is a great one for them to start out with. It's very forgiving. It's a shade that's been around for eons, and I'm so thankful for it because it just looks good on so many people. All right, guys. There's my blush. See, like I was so pale and then put some blush and I'm like, wow, bring some life back into me. All right. So I'm not going to stand here and do my lips and all that, but I just wanted to show you this gorgeous look because it is amazing and it is in the half off flyer. So if you spend $50 after discounts on your peak weekend, then you can get this for half off. And I love it. I wish I could tell you the price, but I can't even remember what that is. So it's in the post below and everything. I hope y'all have a very happy pink weekend. Oh, and if you would just share it with your friends and that, if they need a Mary Kay consultant, like send them to me. I love referrals. It helps my business to keep growing and keep building. So I appreciate that. And I hope y'all have a fantastic day.